kind of way too if I was being called fraud. But I don't do fraud shit. It's still giving fraud. You order some high quality shit, that shit should be expedited. And you ain't motherfucking deliver. So I'm sorry I gotta read you like this, but this is what it is. I don't feel up, y'all. I am back with another video. Today is an unexpected, well, not really an unexpected video, but this is a video that I hope I don't have to make too many more videos like this, because this is really not my steed. I really don't like to do shit like this. I don't like to put myself in predicaments where it's mess, it's drama. You gotta defend your character, then somebody gotta defend their character. That's not really my vibe. But if you coming from my Instagram page or you see my little TikTok video, you already know what this is about. We was talking about how I got scammed. I feel like I got scammed. I'm just gonna break it down and we finna get into it. Before we get into this video, I do want to say please subscribe to my channel if you like videos like this, you want to see more videos like this, and you like my vibe. And I ain't trying to bash nobody. That's what I was gonna say. I ain't trying to bash nobody. This is not going to be a bashing session. This is just going to be me expressing how I feel because I feel like I have the right to do so. And yeah, this is actual and factual, and we finna get into the deets. So grab your wine, grab your popcorn, grab whatever you need because yeah, it's juicy. First point I'm going to hit on is my reasoning for being on this podcast or inquiring about being on this podcast. I initially, and I'm not ashamed to say this, I initially was a supporter of the Afterzarty podcast. I had been watching his, YouTube videos, his podcast and stuff like that, watching his episodes and shit like that. Like, I was really tuned in. I really fucked with bro shit. So when I seen that he was opening up his podcast to the general public, I shot him a DM. So my purpose for being on the show or wanting to do an episode was because if you don't know already, I have a boutique haute couture. I'm that girl. Fashion is my thing. And I was working on my spring collection at the time because, mind you, all of this was going on, keep this in mind, in around February, March time when I started inquiring about being on the episode. So I was making plans on my spring collection finna drop, and this would have been a good addition for me to do. My homegirl that I brought on there with me, she has a podcast that she's working on herself, and she wanted me to be a co-host on the show, and I just wanted it to be a boost for her and a boost for me beginning of the 2023. So one day he had made a post opening up his podcast to the general public, so I DM'd him. Let me go to the DMs right now. Hold on, y'all. Come with your receipts, baby. So I messaged him. It says, you in Houston? I said, OMG, yes. He said, we doing public bookings for the show today. For the next 3 months is $100 to lock in your spot. Let me know if you want. I said, for sure, yeah, I'm down. He sent me the cash app. I contemplated on it a little bit. I called my friends. I'm like, what y'all think? Like, do y'all think I should do this? Like, whatever the case may be. They was like, yeah, you should do this. Like, yeah. Okay, cool. So I sent my $100 deposit, and mind you, I'm gonna have screen record and the screenshots all in this video. It's probably gonna be on this side right here of the full conversation because I have nothing to lie about. I'm gonna come with my receipts. I'm gonna come with my facts. And baby, if you have anything that you need to say, you need to come with yours too. Pull it up. So yeah. So sent my funds, whatever the case may be. I booked it in March on purpose because I wanted to give myself some space and some room for my spring collection because that's when I was dropping my spring collection in March. So yeah, so I booked in March because my spring collection was dropping in March. Okay, so I asked my friend, I'm like, I hit Brie up. I'm like, yo, you want to, I felt like she was going to be down for it. So I asked her, she was down. She sent me her money through Cash App and I sent it to him. Okay, so we booked it for March 4th. Fast forward to the day of the podcast. The day of the podcast was cool. Now, mind you, all the rules and requirements for the podcast was basically like, oh, you need to bring a bottle. You need to be over the age. She sent the location, all that it wasn't really like no just strict ass rules. So we get there, the vibes was cool. We really didn't talk much before we started filming and shit like that, which was fine. You gotta save all your energy, you know, conserve all of that energy for when you actually, you know, filming. So that's cool. We had a real intellectual, high level conversation for the most part. Like that, we kikied and shit like that. But me and Bria both knew that we're going on to a platform like his. If you know anything about the Afterzarty, they talk about a lot of, I don't want to just say BS, but they talk about just, you know, they be on there just wild and doing crazy stuff, talking about crazy shit. And we didn't want to get up on there just saying anything, letting anything fly out our mouth. We wanted to control our own narrative. So we wanted to have a high level conversation. And that's pretty much how the conversation went. The vibes was good. There was a little mixed shorty that came. Miss Yatu Sabez, that's what I was calling her when we was filming. She was cool. Me and her, we had our little debacle, but mind you, we were drinking throughout the whole episode filming. It was like 2 hours. So by the end of it, we was like, you know, tipsy, drunk, on one, you know, whatever the case may be. But it was 3 people in total. So y'all keep that in mind. $100 per person times 3 is $300. So y'all keep that in mind. Okay? So, yeah, episode was good. Even during filming, he was saying how this was such a good episode. And he had been feeling good about, he felt good about this episode because he had been in a depression, you know, during his previous episodes, because he had stopped for a little minute, and we made him feel so good because our conversation was so good. We was having, it was a deep conversation. Okay, we was having deep talks. The vibes was really dub. So, fast forward, after we finished filming, behind the scenes shit, we had got a little too drunk. My mama came with me, and Miss Yaku Savez, her mama came with her. This is one of the biggest mistakes I've made because my mama and my boyfriend told me don't go in there drinking like that, and I did anyways. It's just not cute. It's not classy. As you can see, if you've seen the clip that he posted the worst motherfucking clip of us drunk as fuck, and that's our fault because we shouldn't have got on there doing all of that. So I take accountability for that. I own that. So they went to brunch. I went home because I was over my level. I didn't realize I was over my level, but I was over my level. So I wound up going home. Now, after I left, they went to lunch. I'm not really going to speak on this situation too much because this part of the story has other people involved that don't have nothing to do with me. That situation don't have nothing to do with me. But basically, stuff was said that made Zion allegedly feel some type of way about him putting the episode out, which is why he's claiming allegedly that he's not putting it out. All of this is alleged, okay? So I just want to keep that clear. So, but keep in mind we don't know this yet. I don't know this yet. So, fast forward about a week after the podcast, or not even a week, the next day I messaged him, I DM him like, hey, I had such a good time. I had such a good time, y'all. I was saying I'd do this shit again. That's how good of a time I was having. I'm like, man, look, I'll do this shit again. Like, I'll pay you again to get on your show because I like to talk shit. If you know me in real life, you know, like, I like to talk a lot. I be, you know, I give my little 2 cents or whatever. So it was cool. Gave him his props, told him, you know, good luck with everything, whatever the case may be, keep me updated. I'm looking forward to the episode. So a week go by, 2 weeks go by. Keep in mind I'm letting everybody around me, everybody that was close to me at that time knew that I was doing this podcast. I was excited about it. You know what I mean? Like, I'm telling my man, I'm telling my mama, my friends know, even my coworkers at work know, like, everybody close to me knew. Now, one thing I will say is, and this is a lesson that I had to learn, was listen to people when they tell you should stay away from shit. Because my man warned me. He told me, like, look, I heard about this dude. I don't really think that you should do that for real. My mama, she wasn't really for the whole podcast thing in the first place. But me being me as an entrepreneur and as somebody that feels strong about my business and my brand, I was like, I wanted to do something different and I wanted to do something new. Nobody could tell me nothing.
I'm up the fucking nigga, you slime to bring a bag home. I told you not to trust these niggas, bitch, you know you dead wrong.
So that just was what it was, and I didn't learn my lesson. I had to charge that shit to the game. But it is what it is. So a month go by, I still hear nothing from this man. Now this is where we get into the actual problem. Okay? This is the I got scammed part. A month go by, I don't hear from you. You not contacting me. I'm trying to let time go by because keep in mind you, the times that I did inquire with him about the podcast dropping and all of that shit, he was always like he's sending it to his editor. He's very busy. And I would see him, you know, and mind you, this dude got about 10, 12K, however many K followers. And you doing your thing. So I'm not putting it past you that you're not busy or that you don't have other things going on. That's cool. But what pissed me off is that when you send up in my DMs telling me how busy you are and how, you know, it's getting sent to your editors, a month go by, 2 months go by, 3 months go by, and I still hear nothing from you, but yet you're posting other people's shit that I'm not sure what y'all situation is, if they paying you or not. Most of the people that got good followings aren't paying you, because I know somebody that's close to me that don't even have that good of a fucking following that you're not even charging them to get on your platform. So you can't tell me that you're releasing the episode on. So you can't tell me like it's just bullshit, right? So that's what first thing that pissed me off. Second thing that I feel is, aside from your personal reservations about how you feel about what happened, aside from your personal reservations about how you feel about what happened behind the scenes, as a business owner, I shouldn't have to keep inquiring with you about a service that I received from you should be receiving from you. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not about to keep, because at this point, I almost feel like I'm kissing your ass. I'm not about to be kissing your ass to be on your platform. I'm not about to be constantly inquiring, and not just me. My friend that I went on there with too, we were having several conversations like, damn, you know, week 1 went by, week 2 went by, a month go by, 2 months go by. We, you know, hitting each other up like, shit, what you think we should do? Or, you know, we should just be cool, be chill. We trying to save face and give grace. Motherfuckers don't respect you, or they think you playing when you trying to save face and give grace. So fuck that. After about 3 months, you know, you giving us the runaround, and keep in mind you, because you want to get in my comments, Zion, okay? You want to get in my comments talking about the episode was boring. First of all, if the episode was boring, why would you post the reel boosting the episode after we inquired about our refund? Because let me tell y'all something. In my post, yes, I did say you posted a little 30-second clip thinking that was doing something, and I still do feel like that because, yeah, although you posted a reel, and I'll even give you that, because when we inquired about our refund and you posted that reel immediately, I already knew it was because we asked about our refund. But even a couple of days after that, or a week or 2 after that, I'm like, okay, maybe he might post it, the full episode, since you posted the reel. Nigga, it's been a month, 2 months since then. Are you kidding me? Like, it's still giving fraud. And trust me, this is one thing I want to say, is that I would feel some type of way too if I was being called fraud. But I don't do fraud shit. I don't move like that. My business, I take care of mine. I don't handle people in that manner. When you have a business, and this is to anybody that's running a business, providing a service, whatever your case is, when you fuck up, you're supposed to compensate for that fuck up. I don't give a fuck about no motherfucking contract or release form or whatever the case may be. Yes, I did sign that, and yes, you do have the right to not post it if you feel. But I also, as a customer, as a consumer, as a motherfucker that was actually there, the actual and factual, I have the right to express how the fuck I feel. If I feel like I got played out of my money, scammed out of my money, that's how I feel. I done charged that shit to the game. I'm not mad about my money. I'm not mad about the episode not being posted. But I'm mad about how you went about handling it. So in that case, since you didn't hold up your end of the motherfucking bargain, and since you didn't deliver what the fuck you were supposed to, okay, now I'm doing what the fuck I gotta do.
You need to watch yourself before you get checked.
Who gonna check me, boo? I have.
That's how you handle that. Because I have a business. So when somebody comes to me and they say, hey, this was the wrong size, I'm going to compensate you for that. I'm going to get you, oh, mommy, that was the wrong size. Let me get you your right size. And let me add something in there extra just because I didn't do what I was supposed to do on that first go around. When I do these pop-up shops and shit, I buy roses extra out of my own motherfucking money. Money out of my own pocket to come and show girl support. For supporting in my brand. People that spend, I don't give a fuck if you spend $10 or $100 with my brand. I'm going to show you and give you the same grace, that extra compensation, because I don't get that on an everyday basis. So I'm going to, go above and beyond for mine. What are you doing? That's not how you handle your business. Yeah, y'all. I'm getting a little, because it's like, that's not how you handle your business. You want to be, and on top of that, you're grown. Like, I want to say you like, what, 22, 23? You're grown. It's no reason why all of this time I'm in contact with you, inquiring about my brand or inquiring about the episode and shit like that. If that was the case, if you felt some type of way about whatever was said behind the scenes, or if the video just wasn't that good, you should have communicated that to me. I could have, you know what I mean? You should have communicated. You should have communicated that to me. Period. Number one, and number two, there should have been some compensation for that. Even if it's not, let me get y'all back up here on the episode, or let me post y'all episode, or whatever the case may be. I have a brand, I have a business. You could have reached out, contacted me like, you know what, I see you got this, a little business on your page, or whatever the case may be. I'm sorry I couldn't post the full episode, but let me give you some story promo. Let me promo your page, your brand on my business for X amount of hours or X amount of days to match up with what you paid. But you think you finna walk away with $300 at my expense of nothing? You crazy. Like, let's be fucking for real. You be fucking for real. Like, cut the bullshit. Not even to mention, I'm pissed off even about Miss Yatu Savez, and I'm gonna include your name and your Instagram and shit, because I don't want you to take no offense to me calling you Yatu Savez. That's just really what the fuck I remember. But I took offense even from Shorty, because Shorty drove all the way from Dallas to Houston to come and film your shit. If somebody was fucking with me that tough, that they drove from another city to come to my city to come and support my brand, oh, I'm going a long way for you. What? Like, are you crazy? But people be so caught up in their social media status, and you think you somebody for real, when it's really like the motherfuckers that will pay you, those are the people who make you. So now you losing out on more motherfucking money. Are you crazy? Like, don't play with me. To get into more of the aftermath of, and trust me, I've learned my lesson. I've taken accountability for the things. Trust me, I've learned my lesson. I just feel like you need to learn yours. Like, you ain't trying to take no accountability for what happened with the situation. You just trying to charge the shit to the game, or make a motherfucker feel like they less than what they is, or oh, you did make the cuts, and then not even to mention you want to talk about some well, what the fuck slick shit you said? We could see about it in person.
Bitch, I had to read again, because, bitch, I know you're not talking to me. Bitch, I know you're not talking to me, because, ho, you're not talking about Nate Daniels. You're not talking about Nate Daniels. I told that hoe.
Like, I don't still have a location to your suite. Like, who you playing with? Cause I see about anything in person, and this ain't no shade, this ain't no none of that. That's just actual and factual. Don't say shit you don't mean. Ain't nothing gonna come out my mouth that I don't mean that I'm gonna post. Ain't nothing. I mean everything I say. Everything. And that's on me. Had a little intermission. But yeah, that's basically the situation and why I feel like I got scammed. Yes, I did sign a release form, and you are right. You do have the rights to not post the video if you don't feel fit. I feel like where you was wrong at was just not communicating with me and leading us on to believe that the episode was going to be released when you knew all along, the first moment you said you was sending it to your editors, that it wasn't going to be posted. So after months has passed and you've proved to me that you wasn't going to, you wasn't going to hold up your end of the bargain, shit, the same way I had to charge my $100 fee to the game, and the same way I had to charge this motherfucking episode to the game, is the same way you gotta charge this fraud shit to the game. Period. That's the expense. Nigga, you took my money, so you gonna have to take this motherfucking fraud shit. I don't, and that's not me bashing you. I'm not even gonna say, I'm not gonna say I think you a bad person. I just think that, and keep in mind you, other motherfuckers have said that they've been scammed by your ass too. It's alleged, I've heard, that you get into it with a lot of bitches all the time. So this ain't the first merry-go-round, but I'm gonna be the first motherfucker to voice my opinion because you're not about to play with me on my money. Period. I'm a businesswoman. I'm a boss. You're not about to play with me. And that's for anybody that I do anything with. If you, and this is just how I feel in general, just period. Y'all have got to learn to stop playing with people and their money. Everybody not playing. Everybody not about to just eat that. Motherfuckers is going to feel some type of way. Motherfuckers going to have somebody that's going to come behind them and really do something to you. Behind their bread. Like, don't play. I don't do that. I don't do that. So I don't play. And I just feel like the problem that I have with you is that I just feel like it was fraud of you to do so. And then it just wasn't a good business move. That's not smart. It's not smart at all. If people are willing to pay you to get on your platform, that should be expedited shipping. When I order some shit from Amazon, if it's over $40, it's over $50, that come with free shipping automatically. That's my door the next day. You order some shit from Gucci, you order some high quality shit, that shit should be expedited. And you ain't motherfucking deliver. So, I'm sorry I gotta read you like this, but this is what it is. I don't feel no type of way towards you. I'm not mad. I don't care about the situation. But I just have to let it know what it is because that's exactly what it is. I would be doing myself and the people that came up there with me a disservice by not speaking the truth. But the next time, what you should do is handle your shit like a man and handle your shit like a business that it is and communicate with people properly when something isn't going the way that it was supposed to go. Period. That's how you do that. And after this video, I really don't care about what shit you gotta say, what shit you gotta comment on. If it's not anything that makes sense to me, if it's not anything that's of a high level of accountability, I'm charging you fuck a charge to the game. Then you take that and you eat it. Cause I got all my receipts. You wanna clear your name, you wanna defend yourself, defend your character, pull up your receipts. Come with the facts. Drop the episode. Bring me back on there so we can talk about it and discuss it. Cause I'm not no. The thing about you talking about some C-body in a person, that really offended me because I feel like, and you know what I'm talking about when you had the opportunity to talk to me behind the scenes. I'm not no, I wasn't gonna come at you on no hostile type shit. But don't get on the internet talking that shit. Just let anything slide out your motherfucking mouth because this, look, I ain't no social media personality. This is real life for me. I don't got 10,000 followers. Okay? So this is real for me. Don't play. But I done learned my lesson from this shit. You gotta pay attention to the red flags. Don't be just as a for anybody that's really trying to do this entrepreneur shit or this you trying to collab, network, influencer. Focus on you. That's the first thing I should have did in the beginning of 2023 was focus on my motherfucking self. Keep focusing on me and prioritize myself. The moment you start thinking that somebody else's successes or followers or they whatever the case may be is going to take you to the next level, that's where you lose. Cuz it's not about you. In this video, me talking about I got scammed and I'm sorry that it got to be at the expense of you and your brand and your reputation, but that's just what it is. I got to do this for me. This ain't nothing. This right here ain't nothing but me capitalizing off the situation. Cause I really don't give a fuck. I've been not giving a fuck no more. Like, I do care because my money is involved, but it's not like ooh, I'm just pressed. Like, I'm not pressed. But my advice to y'all would be to stay in your motherfucking lane. Like, you cannot just be fucking with people based off of their social media presence. Everybody business is not a good business. You cannot just go based off of what's the popular, who got the most popularity, or who fucking with who based off of their social media presence. Go based off of word of mouth in real life. Like, oh, you been there? That person legit? Alright, I'ma fuck with him. That's how I'm moving accordingly. You know what I mean? And that's why I'm making this video, because it's like, I don't want somebody else thinking they done seen me on the motherfucking Afterzarty and, oh yeah, now you trying to book. Nah, bro, that shit ain't official. I'm just gonna have to stand on that. It ain't official. It's just not official. I took away a lot of lessons from this shit. And I've learned from it. But I feel like motherfuckers also gotta learn their motherfucking lesson. And you need to address it. And you need to take accountability for that. Be grown. I'm younger than you, but I'm handling this situation better than you. Like, be grown. All of this shit was really ridiculous. And this didn't even have to come to this had you just handle your shit like a man. You should have just been straight up. You shouldn't have led motherfuckers on. And if a motherfucker want to say the episode wasn't that good, shit, I don't believe him. Because the way that I'm talking to y'all right now and the way that this shit going is good as fuck. But yeah, I just don't think that you're a good person for just even off the strength of shorty coming down there from Dallas. Like, I ain't have shit to do with whatever the fuck happened behind the scenes. Y'all two Sabas, me and y'all two Sabas ain't had nothing to do with that. Why the fuck are we, being like, that don't make no sense. That don't make no sense. This is my little scam story situation. Y'all can comment down below what y'all think I should have did differently, what y'all think I should have learned, took away from this situation, who y'all think was right or wrong, if I was right, if I was wrong. Yeah, y'all just let me know what y'all think. Y'all like, comment, share, and subscribe to this video. Subscribe to my channel if y'all want to see more real content like this. And yeah, after this, the issue is dead, so I don't want to hear nothing else about it. Thank you.